So now we video on my second visit on my first afternoon venturing out on Amach into the field. And it was getting dark, so there were decisions to be made. I wanted to go on to the next one, which is Drumlega. And then when I got there and saw the long track and it was getting dark, logo photo, look at that, that's in the dark as well. It would have been like that when I would have gone up there. And I thought, nah, I didn't know how far it would be. I didn't know how far the stroller would go. But I'm going to try that one tomorrow, so I'm going to go on to that one. And then I was very tempted to go on to author Jerry Bowen's farm, very successful local author with his poems. But I'd got a feeling, it was getting dark. I wanted something simple. There wasn't a phone number on the past one when I was at Drumgroinia. So I wanted to get right into the spirit of how this was supposed to work, although I had such a blast, of course, at Drumgroinia. It just worked out perfect. But I thought, no, let's do it how the program goes. So I kind of had an idea that Adoon, I have a feeling the door was going to be on the roadside, and that was absolutely correct. And so I'm going to start off on pictures of that. There's the logo. I'm going to use this, the Drumgroinia photo with the pony. I think I told you in the last video that pony was over in the corner of the field, so I couldn't get the pony into the picture for myself, but that is the drum logo. Actually, I've got the wrong logo on for you. There we go. That's the one we're going to be talking about, Adoon. Adoon. And it's supposed to be right next to an old railway station. There used to be a lovely narrow gauge railway that ran from Dromod and met the Dublin to Sligo train, and it would go through Mohill. There's a lovely remains of the station there, and they would go through Ballinamore and then carry on to Balleek. But that closed down in the 60s. I don't really have any pictures of that one. I got a short video. But I was so pleased. I got to the door and there was an official sign. So I thought, oh, we're on to something now. Not only was there the official sign of the To the Field project, there was also a door with a phone number on. And so I thought, right, we're in business. We're doing the way it's going to be. Unfortunately, there was no one living around. I wasn't going to be called in for a cup of tea. So this was a whole different experience. So in order to portray the experience, I think what I ought to do, I actually made a video on the spot. So let's play you the video on the spot. This is the film I made of Adoon. I'm here at Doon, the townland of Doon, which is part of the Door project, and you can see door at the back. It's not particularly all that clear, but Jim McCaffrey tells the story here. And that's the door. I'm not going to go too high because otherwise get the phone number. And really, we're to encourage you to come out here, visit the doors, and get the stories while you're actually in the landscape. So this is it, Amach to the Field project. And that tells you a little bit about that. And tells the story. It's quite short. You're not on the phone for very long. You'll notice around here, it is a plantation area, which is typical of Leitrim. Even right up on the hill, it's just totally surrounded by thicker spruce plantations. A few natural trees behind me. I think we got an oak there. There's a chestnut there. So I haven't closely looked at the trees, but a little bit of nature there. But this is the Clune townland. I don't know if that is the former station. Apparently this is a railway station site because there was a railway Dromod to Belturbet, and Jim talks about that. I'll talk with trees in the background now. There's not much you can actually refer to from what Jim talks about. He talks about the railway. He describes getting the tickets and getting on the train. He talks about the school he went to, a one-roomed building which apparently still exists. It's somewhere here. I don't know where. He didn't give instructions of where. That isn't visible. He talks about the lock that's near here, and the lock where they did their laundry and their washing. I think that's the main things that he talks about: the school, the railway, doing the washing. Also the depopulation here, he talks on that. Talks about how the farms have got smaller, obviously smaller with all the plantations around here. So this is Doon, the townland of Doon, which I managed to actually get the phone number and call through. And once the number's there, and once you've done it a couple of times, then it gets exciting. So I hope you enjoy going around with Amach. There we go, to the field project. So I'll see you at the next one. Well, I don't think I can add more from that. As you can tell, the Jim McCaffney wasn't the rampant storyteller that John Reynolds was, but it was enough. Worth going to the door, calling the phone number. It's as easy as that. Sorry about the darkness at the back. I just love that picture anyway. This is the last one I'll get to, the one that's at the back. It's way up in North Leitrim. Dark, I came back through Mohill. O'Carroll was kind of dressed up. Mohill was doing very well in the with the GAA, with the Leitrim GAA, and so there's some lovely celebrating. I think this is a nice bit of fun there of O'Carroll, and it is a dark picture. It was getting dark. So I think that's as much as I can finish off, and I look forward to the next one, and hopefully get to Jerry Bowen's place, and then what do we do after that one? So thank you for following this, and I'll see you next time on the Amach into the field. Here we go. And do visit them yourself and get the full stories. Bye. See you next time.